foundation, girl? Have you ever just like beat up your face and then you're like, okay, hair? No. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a first impression review of the Nars Sheer Glow foundation. This is a foundation I've wanted for a while, but girl, it's expensive, so I did not buy it. I went to Sephora and I got a little baby sample right here, little tiny sample. And I thought I would try it out for you guys, let you know my opinion, and let you know if I'm going to buy it and if you should buy it. Because if it's life-changing, I'll suggest buying it. If it's not, it's a little bit too expensive. Okay, just in my opinion. So I already moisturized my skin with the Josie Maran Daily Moisturizer, and now I'm going to go in and prime my face with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the smoothing formula. Those two are usually what I use on my skin anyways, so I wanted to make sure I was doing what I do with other foundations so that I can get a true sense of how this one in particular behaves. By the way, my shade is in DeVille. I think that's light 4, DeVille. And I will not be using a full size. I just got a sample because I don't know if I want to buy it yet. So I just got a little Sephora sample. We're just going to pop it on. Okay, so already I can tell that the color will be really good for me in the summer, but right now it's a little bit too dark, but I can work with it. I'm also not self-tanned at all, and usually I am right now. Like, no foundation fits me at this lightness, to be honest with you. Okay, so that's a very sheer coat. I don't know if you can tell, it really didn't do all that much. It's a very sheer coat though. What I'm not sure is if when they say sheer glow, if they mean a sheer foundation that's glowy, or if they mean a foundation with a little bit of glow. Do you know what I mean? I think they mean a foundation with just a little bit of glow, because I am feeling this consistency and girl, it is not sheer in any way. This is a thick foundation. Okay, so I just have my beauty blender here. I'm going to spray a little bit of Extra Fix Plus on it because my skin is dry today and it's kind of hard to blend things. By the way, I'm using a beauty blender because this is my favorite way to apply foundation. But if you like using a brush, I can tell that this would work with a brush too. It's not like one of those foundations where it would only work one way. Okay, so I'm noticing that my pores are accentuated. To be honest, I see no glow at all. Is this the right foundation, girl? So I'm not seeing any glow, and it really didn't cover up my little acne spot right here. It covered my redness really well. I will say though, like, the texture of my skin does not look good with this foundation right now. I can see all my pores, all of like any blackheads that I have, any weird texture that I have on my skin, I feel is amplified a lot right now with this foundation. I'm gonna zoom you in close so you can see what I'm talking about, because I may just sound crazy right now. The color ended up blending into my skin pretty well. It doesn't look weird. I will say it's not like blending into my skin really nicely. I've tried the Stay Luminous All Day foundation by them, and it blends so much better than this one. This one's like not, it doesn't want to like sink into my skin. It wants to sit kind of on the surface. Okay, so now that my face is actually covered, I like it. I didn't like it at first, but I actually like it now that I have my entire face nice and covered. I'll zoom you in so you can see though, it is kind of accentuating my pores. It's definitely accentuating my pores, and it's accentuating the rough texture on my chin that I have right now and a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but it just doesn't look flawless. You can definitely see my pores, and my chin is just not looking cute. Like, my chin looks, I have a lot of dryness on my chin and a lot of like just little bumps, and I feel like they're really being accentuated also on my forehead. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the rest of my makeup and just see how I like it at the end. I'll get back to you. This foundation retails for $45, except I'm looking online right now and there are like 5 different websites where you can actually buy this for like $20 on like eBay, Jet, Rakuten, Bonanza. I've never heard of these websites. So I don't know if those are legitimate, but anyways, this foundation retails for about $45, $50 with tax. My shade is in the shade Light 4 DeVille, and it's a really yellow toned shade. It ended up blending into my skin really well. I didn't think it was going to at first. It looks too dark, but it ended up working out fine. It's what I have on right now. I did do the rest of my makeup just to kind of see how I liked it with a full face of makeup on. I know my hair is like so cute right now, but did not feel like doing it when I did all this to the face, you know? Have you ever just like beat up your face and then you're like, okay, hair. No, that's what happened today. So far the pros are, it looks nice on the skin. It isn't getting really creasy. It's not like melting off my face at all. It does kind of have a glowiness to it, but it's not like a very dewy foundation. I honestly think this would work with people with oily skin because it's not looking dewy to me. I do have dry skin and it worked, but it was very hard to blend out, and I do think that is due to my dry skin. I probably needed some more primer, some moisturizer. I would definitely love this foundation if I added some beauty oil. I can tell that I would just be all over this foundation if I put a little beauty oil in there, but I used it straight up just to see what it was like, and so far I like it. It's just not what I usually use. It's very full coverage, which is a plus for some people, a con for me just because I don't like looking super cakey, but it doesn't look cakey. It's very full coverage, not cakey. It's very event worthy. Like, I could wear this foundation to like an event or to prom and feel totally good with it. Like, this is that kind of foundation. The color selection is great. They have so many colors. I didn't feel like anything went on patchy when I was using it. I felt like everything went on very nicely. My concealer blended very well with it. Cons. So far, it is definitely accentuating the fine lines in my forehead, the fine lines around my mouth, and my pores. So it accentuates any texture issues, but I feel like I could get that to go away again if I used it with a beauty oil, just because my skin is so dry that it's like, you're not perfect, I need help. Like, I feel like that's what's happening to it right now, and that's why it doesn't look like amazing. I have some pore issues right here, and then I have some fine lines, and then some fine lines on my forehead too, and I just feel like it's not necessarily accentuating it, but it's not doing anything to make it better. Like, a lot of my foundations don't sink into them as much as this one is, and I just think, like, my chin, I don't know. It just could be better, and I think for the price, it should be. So far, I like it. It's not winning me over, but I like it. I will update you guys throughout the day and let you know my final opinion at the end of the night when I've worn it for a while to see its lasting power, if it got weird. I'll just wear it to let you know. But so far, this is what's crack-a-lickin'. Okay, so quick update on the foundation. It's been 2 hours, and to me it honestly looks exactly the same. I don't really see a difference at all. The only thing maybe is that there's a little bit of redness showing on my nose, but it's like so minuscule that honestly I think it looks exactly the same as it did 2 hours ago. So far I'm pretty happy with how it's wearing, but I will update you again. Okay, so it has officially been 6.5 hours since I applied my foundation. It's not looking too bad. Like, my highlight and blush is still on, and I still can tell that there's foundation around my nose, my forehead, my eyeshadow is still perfectly on, but like around my mouth and like my acne right here and on my chin, it has rubbed off. But to be honest, for a foundation that's been on my face for seven-ish hours, it looks really good. So I'm pretty happy with it. My overall consensus is that I thought it was going to be a dewy foundation because in the name it says sheer glow, but it wasn't, so it was not dewy. It wasn't sheer either. I basically think it was just improperly named, and I'd like it better if it was named differently because I get confused when it says sheer glow. It's not sheer and it's not glowy. But overall, I do really like it as a foundation. I do think it kind of made my pores look a little weird, but I think if I mixed it with some highlight or some beauty oil and I primed my face differently, knowing that it does add to my skin, I would really like it.